Well, hello and welcome to I Love Gay today. And we are here speaking with Burak Yilmaz in New York. How are you, Burak?
Good, good. How are you?
Fantastic. And you have just had a book release launch. It's called If My Mother Never Left. And but this it seems like it was quite an exciting launch just a few weeks ago, yes?
Correct, correct. And we were just talking about it like before that. It's exciting, very exciting.
Yeah. No, it's fun. In fact, you and I had an opportunity to connect in the real world even before all this, just to kind of chat and get to know each other better as far as some of the work you've done. And but yeah, tell us a little bit about it. It's quite a story you've got going on here.
Well, you first of all, you all heard my fears and excitement, everything before everyone. So that was a nice moment to share that with you. And here we are, sharing another moment, and the fears are gone, and it's more visible. I see everything,
Yeah.
and more relaxed and enjoying the process, you know.
But but all this came about. Your book now that we'll talk more about, it all came about because you wrote a book back in 2002 in Turkey, The Ordinary Story of a Homosexual. And that turned your life upside down, huh?
It did. It did. I was 22. I didn't have any experience and I didn't know what was going to happen. And then things happened and didn't know how to, manage all that
Yeah.
and find myself here. And after, being tortured in jail 3 days and, like knocking United States consulate doors
Yeah.
and saying that, you have to get me out of this country.
Wow. And so you
Yeah.
and so you escaped and you came to New York and started a whole new life here.
Yeah, I mean, I thought surviving was like difficult in Turkey, where I knew the language and I knew the people, I knew around. I was like, oh my God, this is very difficult. And came to United States and surviving is on steroids. Like there, where I didn't speak the language at all,
Yeah.
and I didn't know anywhere, I didn't know anyone. I don't know it was going to work in my advantage or disadvantage, and like figuring all this out, it's just like it was it was interesting,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so I'm so grateful to be here and feeling safe and do what I need to do, what I can do, what I want to.
Yeah.
All you know,
But that's it's what 20 21 years later. And but that's why I'm guessing it probably allowed you to, in that feeling of safety, to kind of write this book about, you know, the experiences that you went through. And even the subtitle, A Gripping Life Story of One Man's Journey Through Abuse, Homelessness, and Being Gay in Islam. So that seems to say it all.
yeah, 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 yeah. And interestingly, I actually tried to hide this from people
Yeah.
and always feel shame and like being abused is not the easy feeling to be able to handle and to keep it to yourself and not to be able to show to other people because I always thought it was like the sign of weakness.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, everybody that I met or they did and everything, they found out about my past, and it became even more difficult to explain because when you hide something, that means it's not a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that I took me a long time to realize that I was not doing the right thing to
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
hide it. And I said, okay, here you are and just put it out there and let people see you and know what you went through and all that just um it feels relief.
Yeah. Sounds
I'm
like it's
finally free.
yeah, liberating, I guess, in that
Like,
sense. You're
like, oh my God, I've been using this word last 2 weeks a lot. But in a different context,
yeah.
let's say, oh my God, I changed my hair. I feel so liberated.
But no, mostly it's just you've had the pain and the torture of having to come out more than once. You come out as gay, but then you come out, you're, as you're explaining, you're coming out about some of the shame you've had about your entire, the last 20 some years that you've had as well.
Yeah, it's interesting because you would think that what I went through will put my life upside down,
Yeah.
but I was wrong on that because feeling the shame and try to hide who I am
Yeah.
made my life more miserable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just like but I didn't realize that, and I thought I was doing a good job.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now you have because I know you're out and about promoting the book, but I have a feeling that when you meet people and you're doing book signings or book readings, it's going to be very inspirational in that sense. And do you have plans? Are you taking this story out there on the road?
I am, but not at the moment because I still have a job. I mean, my first job that I worked so hard for it, which is I'm a registered nurse in a critical care,
Yeah.
and but I'm preparing people at work that I am not staying. So soon, in a few months, I'm actually quitting my job.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, preparing myself for better things. Not sorry, not better things. Preparing myself for bigger things,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like I will see how many people I can reach to, and be listen them, and share my story, listen their story, and have conversations with them.
Yeah. No, I think now, especially this year, it's with all the turmoil and things going on, I think what you're bringing to our community will probably be a very good thing.
That would be, I mean, to meeting with the rest of the world, like who's in trouble,
Yeah.
who feels like they don't belong to certain places. It will be very much fun for me to be connected with them. And this is my dream, another dream that I have, that it will become true. You know.
Nice. Well, I look forward to being able to see you again, whether it's when I'm in New York again or when or just on one of your when you're out and about here and doing your promotions. We may I travel a lot, so we may be in the same town together.
Absolutely. I mean, like we met, you're so much fun to hang out with, and I would love to.
Thank you. Well, I'll make sure when we promote, we'll post this that we're going to have all the links to how people can find the book and kind of read more about your backstory. And no, I just mostly I'm just glad that you were able to take a few moments of your time and share a bit of your story with our audience here.
Thank you. So, a little bit about me,
Yeah.
born in Turkey. My mom left when I was 5, and even though we had a great relationship, but she also had other relationships with
Yeah.
other people, so she left. After that, from being in foster care and then being in the religious school, being raped and being like expelled after school because for something that wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
My father finding out that I'm gay and then being on the street age of like 16, 17, and dark moments of my life, and
Yeah.
trying to survive the next day and do things that what I needed to do at the moment, which I've been judged for that so many times, and people just ferocious, and just like they will find any way to attack you, and I don't know what they like about it, how much joy they get out of it, but every time, like that's why I was like, okay, should I put this story out there? Would it be like better?
Yeah.
Anyway, so writing a book, publishing it at the age of 22, become a bestseller. I couldn't handle that fame. So what, being in the jail, tortured, and got me here to the United States, and doing things like certain jobs, being and working in a bar, modeling for erotic magazines, which also backlashed me, and you know, and then realized what was my true passion, which was like in medical field.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, Tried to get my GED, failing twice, thinking that this is not going to be possible. Going to a beauty school, dropping out,
Oh, what a path! What a
passing
path! What a
GED
path!
again.
Yep. Well,
Because people always told me, why would you go to college? You look good, and you're very good, and you have very good sense of passion. Why don't you go to beauty school, become a hairdresser and makeup artist?
yeah. Yeah.
I listened them.
Well, it sounds like you've taken good control of your future and you're on a good path now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it took me so many years to get here, but not just sitting on my sofa and thinking, should I do it? Could I do it? Would I do it? I'm a person always try to do it
Yeah.
and then decide if it's for me or not.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the future lying on my bed and, waiting to transform to another place and thinking, oh my God, I wish I've done that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't want to be that person since I see this a lot in the hospital.
Yeah.
My favorite question to my patients is, what was the thing that you always wanted to do, but you didn't do it because of circumstances? And I always the mostly I hear traveling. Traveling is number one.
Yeah.
And so for that reason, next year I'm taking it off and I'm going to travel as much as I can.
Excellent. Yeah. I like hearing all that. But no, again, it's great to see you here and glad you were able to share a little bit, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the real world soon.
We'll see.
Yes, I'd like that. Well, thanks again for being here.
Of course, because